tell me what happened again with the first person again to how you got that number. You said you got it from...
Well, the number that I just gave you, that's the replacement number for the one that she gave me the first time. So the number that I'm about to give you is the first number, but I got that number from her, and then she applied for 2 Capital One cards, which I did receive, and she told me, how to use the cards, whatever, to wait the 30 days so I can get a credit score. So when I got the score and I checked it, I had a 730. So after that, I just let it sit. I didn't really do anything with it. I waited like 3 weeks, and that's when I received an email from you about the fraudulent SDN number, so it made me want to check into it. So I applied for something, and I got denied, and I was like, something's not right. So I called her, and I told her, and first she was like, well, no, it's good, we validated it, and everything is good. But I said, well, tell me, why would I get denied, if it was good and I have a 730 credit score? So that was discovered. But then I went back and I applied for an apartment, and it got denied, and it said that I didn't have a score. Well, the discovered that I didn't have a score, but the apartment people said that it was a newborn baby social. So I was like, a newborn baby? Wow.
What was that? What was that number again? Just so I know I didn't mess up that number. What was the number again?
I would have to go out to go back to it. But do you want me to give you the other number to check right quick?
Yeah, what's that number?
Okay, it's 284-19-5427.
Okay, it was 284-19 5427.
Correct.
Okay, let's see here. Let me just see here. Okay, now that was 284-19-5427, correct?
That's correct.
Is your name Patricia Anderson?
Yes, that's my name.
Okay, so it's showing up as you, but the problem is they're continuing to sell these cautionary post randomization numbers that was assigned blah blah 2011. So yeah, they will look at you as a newborn baby. Yes, it is showing up with a big caution. Yes, it is a post randomization social security number. I can tell that you did do a hard pull on this because your identity information is here. You stay at 3413 Pie Billy Lane in Florida, and you also got a P.O. box in Georgia. So I can see that information is associated with this number, but the only problem is you have a post randomization number, which is a caution. The same thing that you had before. So the other one was the replacement number they had gave you. That's the number they say, okay, well if that doesn't work, here, use this one. So the first one you gave me was the one they just gave you as a replacement.
No, this one that I just gave you, that's the first one that they gave me.
That's right.
The one that got denied.
That's right. Right. That's the
other one was the replacement.
Exactly. And the other one, because the other one didn't have your...
not showing up in my name.
Exactly. It didn't have your information on it. So who was this person that gave you this information? Who gave you these bogus CPN numbers?
It's a girl that has a company called SCN Brokers.
Okay, SCN Brokers. So they trying to take on the name SCN instead of CPNs. They selling SCNs that's completely... It should be SCN Brokers. It should be broken SCNs.
But the thing about it is I have bought at least 25 from her since I've been dealing with her. Mm-hmm. And my customers are gonna, call me, or so far I only have one person to call me and contact me. And I had her to re-give them one, but they just did that like 2 weeks ago, so they're waiting on their cards in the mail. But no one else has contacted me, but I don't want to look bad. Like, I don't know what I'm doing or giving them bad SDN numbers.
Yeah, your numbers are getting flagged in the system. And what about those Capital One credit cards? You didn't get a letter that says that they're closed or any other kind of stuff that they like to do?
No, haven't had any letter saying closed. I mean, the Capital One cards have been going through because I applied for those myself. She just gave me the SCN numbers, and then I would apply for them, but they have been getting them, the Capital One and the codes. But, I mean, I just don't know, from here. And I guess the only reason I did it is because she was only charging $99, and she was like, they're validated, through 3 bureaus and everything. But I totally did not know that they wasn't any good.
Right. Exactly. Well, to be honest with you, we've heard a lot of those type of stories where you got, bad CPN numbers, and you're not the only person that we've talked to. This is like almost a everyday thing that we hear the same kind of story. Where people, are calling and say, hey, I got a bad CPN and so on and so forth, blah, blah, blah. So it's not new. You know what I'm saying? If I was to have a news story related to every time I heard this, our whole website turned into nothing but news stories related to people with bad CPNs. But it's you already know, you go to the website and you can get a real CPN number that you're not having the cautions and all that kind of stuff that's going to inherently destroy your CPN number. So you are welcome to use the website. Thank you for the call. I did see the first CPN number. It was the same kind of Post Randomization number. But yeah, just go there. You can purchase a real CPN. We do sell our CPN numbers with guarantee. You're a broker. That's the lifeblood of your business, is to make sure that you're selling the product that you can resell to somebody else with a guarantee, and something that you can say, okay, you can hold your head up, say, okay, well, I can guarantee this. If there's an issue, there's a problem, you can just come right back to us and let us know. We got the same resources that the banks have. We can look at it and say, hey, that's a bad CPN. We agree. Here's another one. Here's something that we can also guarantee. So, but yeah. But sorry to hear about the the unfortunate situation. And welcome to Legal CPN. You feel free to use our services. You have the number. We're here 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Something I hate. But hey, it's just something where I'm at. I prefer to be on the beach somewhere.
I'm at my office from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. So
yeah,
don't feel.
Exactly. But definitely. But any other questions on mine?
I do have more questions. But number one, I will be buying them from you guys from now on. As a matter of fact, I got 3 I need to buy today. But also with your trade line, how do they work? Or how long do they stay on, and what are your packages like?
Okay, well, as far as trade lines, you can just go right to actually, to be honest with you, the easiest method of getting started with trade lines would be to go to the upper right hand corner. There will be a link up there right above where it says newsfeed. There's a link that says affiliate sign up. You want to click the affiliate sign up link, and once you do that, then you would join our mailing list. So that way, when we do send out our trade line inventory in our mailing list, you will also get a copy of it. That's important, because that way you click the affiliate sign up link, a little drop down will happen. You put in your name, your email address, confirm your email address, put in your address, city, state, zip, put in the security code, and then click here to join. That's how you physically join our mailing list. And then that way, every time we send out our inventory, you'll also get a copy of our inventory. So that way you know what you want to purchase. As far as the reporting, the most important thing you would do is the first thing you want to do is call me, say, hey, this is the one I want, or send me a text. Then B, go click the send the contract link, send in the contract. Once you physically sent in your contract as well as your payment, then at that point the ball's in our court to get the process done. So that's all we need is the payment.
Okay, but I am already affiliated with you guys and signed up for it, and I do get the email as well. But I'm a little confused on the packages, like buying maybe 3 for a certain price, or
Well, for the most part, the combos, the email kind of specifies what we do have. So you can easily, once you get the list, you will have an idea of, I see what you guys have, and I know which ones I want to buy. And then once you get to the season trade line contract, there's a little short contract with basic information that we need to have to process your order. If you want to shortcut a little bit, you can just hit submit, and then at that point, it's going to, a lot of things going to turn red, and then it say, okay, well, you have to put in today's date, your client's name, your phone number, your email address if you don't want us to go back to your client. Is this, it says season trade line, do you need a CPN for your trade lines? Yes or no? No. Your 9-digit number, whatever that 9-digit number is this a CPN, SSEIN, or I need a CPN, date of birth, your address, city, state, zip. Please list your trade line selection here. That should be red because that's very important. You don't want to send in the contract without telling us what you want. Date of payment, and they have to fill in your payment details. It says, please list your exact payment details here. I made a payment at blah, 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 on this dollar amount and on this day. And scroll down to the bottom. Initial here, sign here. That means you agree to the terms and conditions of our contract and hit submit. And at that point, it comes over to us. So it's a really easy process. Pretty much streamlined it a long time ago. We've been here for 10 years. So after 10 years of service and thousands of clients, we've pretty much really got a chance to really get it right. And but if you still have any questions, concerns, just pick up the phone and give us a call, so we can help you guys through the process.
Okay, last question. How long do your trade lines stay on?
That's an easy, good question. For the most part, we add trade lines. We do not take them off. Okay, and the bureaus are notorious about taking money every month from the bureaus. That's what they want to do. They're what the bureaus are notorious taking money from the banks. The banks are giving them billions of, I say hundreds of millions of data points every single day with everybody's account information. So they're getting pennies off of all that money, and they put the stuff on, and they have been very poor at taking things off. So once you physically have a trade line report, it has a tendency of staying on your credit report, which is a very good thing. That's a good thing because if you got a Bank of America left out 28 year or any one of our trade lines that's on your credit report there, and it never comes off, it's going to always be a positive point on your credit report. The good thing about that is you probably see my credit report on YouTube, kind of like blocked it out, but I got a 780 credit score. I used to be the crash dummy or the test subject on a lot of our car holders' credit cards to make sure they report. So, but now my credit score is so high, I don't crash dummy anymore their cards. We have to use other people because what happened is if I put on a credit card,
You have to crash dummy if you want.
yeah, I can use you as a dummy. I definitely use you as a crash dummy. But what happened is why you being so high, if I put a negative credit report on me testing out their stuff, make sure it's there, it crashes my credit report. So, and I say all that to say that I still have a use of my credit profile that's been there for years. And then what happens is we may leave it on for a month or two, make sure it's there, then we pull it off. Okay, it may say added on June 2012 and removed in August of 2012. But that card itself, at the point that it left, stays on there. And that's a good thing. A lot of people say, I need to have it active, blah, 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 blah. Well, to be honest with you, the sweetest thing in the world is when they add you to a trade line and it's still there and it stops reporting at the point that we take it off and it was a positive account. That's a Christmas gift. Because now the card holder can blow the card up, he can do whatever he wants, it can get closed on, and no matter what, it's going to reflect on you at the last point that it was reflected. And it's not going to reflect any further. So anything in your credit report that's positive or negative is going to have that effect on your credit report. So as far as seeing trade lines, we report them on, we don't report them off. And by them being on your credit report, then it's going to have a positive effect on your credit report for as long as that trade line is going to hang out in your credit report.
Okay. So I'm on your site now. If I'm getting the one that says, okay, you have to one for 79. That's the one that we have to try and merge ourselves.
That's correct. And you seem like you know what you're doing with CPNs. So since you know what you're doing with CPNs, then you can purchase $79 CPN because you're a broker. You already know how to do what you're doing and move on forward based on what you've already said. If you don't, then I would recommend a gold level CPN. A gold level is for somebody to say, I really don't know what you brokers know. I know it works. I know I need credit. I know I need help. I know I want to move in this direction. I want it done for me. So all I have to do is go out and add trade lines and apply for credit. Okay, that would be the gold level, the gold standard, or number three, the number three CPN purchase. But for you being a broker and you know what you're doing, you can go with a bronze level purchase because for the most part, you want to make sure that what you're buying, you have a guarantee. You have a guarantee against uh, ugly numbers that will affect you in a negative way. And then no matter what you do or how it comes out, it's going to come, even though you burned it, it has your name and information on there, but it's still going to negatively affect you getting credit. And like you say, you got a new profile, but now you say you just want to burn it down and let it go away because it's not doing you any help. Because right now you're not able to get any funding, right? You're not able to get any funding or credit.
Okay. Okay. Well, I am going to go ahead and purchase some, and then I will start purchasing some trade lines. For the business, can I purchase trade lines from y'all for business credit as well?
I've personally added trade lines to SSNs, EINs, ITINs. We have a lot of new people that come to this country. I'm one of the first people they see once they get their new ITIN or SSNs, CPNs, SCNs.
But I have a bank also too, so I do a lot of PINs for like next steps and stuff. So.
You understand?
Yeah.
You understand? So yeah. So to us, SCN, CPN, ITIN, CPN, all that's the same. So it's no different for me to add to anything. So as long as it's a real entity and we can access the name information, which is relatively simple in most cases, we can easily add trade lines to that particular type of entity.
Okay, well, sounds good. What I'm gonna do, I'm looking at your middle package, the one that comes with the instructions. I'm gonna buy one of those just so I can make sure that I am tri-merging them right.
That's correct. I understand, right? Because that way you say, okay, I want a good number, but at the same time, I want you to tell me what you know. And that makes a lot of sense because that way you can get the instructions versus us doing it and not giving you all the instructions. We're actually coming out with a new package this week that's actually going to sell those instructions, and a lot of people want them. We have a lot of brokers, I swear, they call in. They spend a lot of time trying to pick our brains. So yeah, we have these issues with these CPNs we sell, and then we ask them what the number is, and they tell us what they are, and we say, okay, you got one of those numbers, and they start trying to pick our brains up what we do or how we do it. So we're actually going to sell the tri-merging and 401 information. We feel that's important for everybody to know. But at the same time, we never tell people how exactly generate a perfect CPN. But they try. But it's, like I say, you're selling your CPNs at $250, and you know you can get it for $80. You know it's a no brainer. You say, hey, I'm making more money than they are anyway. Plus, I got a guarantee. Now I don't have to worry about the CPNs that I was getting before. So that's an easy answer for anybody to ascertain if that's the way they should go or not.
Okay. So I see like you have the gold package. They give you the EIN processing instruction and the silver package.
No, they all give you the EIN instructions. They all give you post-sale information on what you should do. The silver just gives you the tri-merging details that comes with your purchase or comes with the CPN, what to do next, the major what to do next. The gold is for people that say, I can care less what you do next. Yeah, that's all fine and good and dandy. That's not my business. My business is running the business. My business is financing and funding. I just need me a good CPN that I can develop. I can add trade lines. I can get credit. I can take the money and the funding from those particular credit cards and that funding and put it back in my real business. So that's for the be honest with you, me personally, if I needed a CPN, give it to me right, get it done. Here's money for trade lines. Boom, I got my trade lines. I got my 760, 780 credit score. I go over, get funding. Now I got funding. Now I can dump it into my business. That's what I really needed it for. But for you being a broker, you say, okay, that's cool, but my business is knowing how to better my business. So that makes a lot of sense. Okay, well, okay. But thank you for calling Legal CPN. And if you get stuck or need any other help, please give me a call back.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.